From Bamberg in Germany, it is Brose Bamberg versus defending champions AEK. It is leg one of this two-game series here in Freak City, as it is known. We're expecting a full house in what should be a fascinating encounter. The third time these two teams have met this season, splitting games in the regular season. And this is what it's all about. The road to the Final Four. We're in that bottom right corner of the bracket. Bamberg having come through the series against Bambit. AEK defeating their Greek rivals PAOK to set up this game. And it is the winner across these two legs that will take that road to the Final Four. Brose, one of the hottest teams in this competition right now, coming in, having won since the change of coach, really has helped their team. As we see the quarter-final first leg games already, the opening game has gone in favour of the road team. Telnet's Giants Antwerp defeating Nizhny Novgorod earlier on, with two other games tonight alongside our one. All four games taking place tonight in the Basketball Champions League, as we'll get some sort of indication of the four teams that will make up the Final Four. We look at the AEK lineup. The big question mark is Jordan Theodore, number 25. He is out on the floor warming up. He is a question mark for today's game, though. The mid-season signing for the defending champions really has changed the dynamic of this team, and it'll be interesting to see if he cannot play, who will step up in his absence at the point guard position for Coach Luca Banki. Well, the team that Coach Banki coached last year in Brose, and they themselves have injury woes. So a neck injury may well play a big part of this series, because as he is on the roster, but we are hearing there is no Elias Harris, number 20 for Brose Bamberg tonight. Huge loss for Coach Federico Perego and his team. So that front line, that combination of Harris, Rubik, Alexander, it was all set to try and slow down, potential regular season MVP in Vince Hunter. Has now been weakened. Losing Harris, as we are hearing, it will mean more work, more responsibility for that front line of Bamberg, and it'll be interesting to see how they do, how Rubik especially matches up, and Alexander against Vince Hunter. We know Hunter has had a superb regular season, but be aware that he did have two underwhelming games against Brose in their contests so far this year. So here is the AEK lineup. Noah James leads him out. Dusan Sakata. As I said, we thought the injury woes were going to be AEK's, but Jordan Theodore, who didn't play this past weekend, a big question mark against him physically, is out there warming up. And that man there, Laren Zakis, may well be the answer if Theodore can't play big minutes for AEK tonight. However much he can play, Theodore, we see him there towards the back of the line. And whatever he can give will be a huge bonus to this AEK team, I'm sure of that. Former MVP in the competition, Theodore. There he is, to the right of your picture now. He was really trying to get ready for this game, and AEK will be delighted to have him on the floor tonight. That's what it's about, the road to the Final Four then. Freak City hoping to give a great advantage to their team in this first leg. As I said, these two teams have played off already twice this year. Once here in Bamberg, once in Athens. Teams splitting those games. The home team winning on both occasions. But how much will this disappointment of the loss of Harris mean to Bamberg when they did lose on the road in Athens? There was no Ricky Hickman, out there for their team. And so his reintroduction to the lineup will help. And there is Mr. Fourth Quarter as well, Tyrese Rice. So Ricky Hickman, who didn't play in game number 1, leads out the team. And then that veteran presence of Nikas Zizis, another man missing in the opening game against Ike. That happened way back in game day 3 on the 24th of October. Young Lewis Alinde, back of the line, and there is Cliff Alexander. Big performance needed from him tonight, trying to slow down Vince Hunter, a man who has really been in impressive form this season in the Basketball Champions League. Vince Hunter, and then Taylor, and the BCL Young Player of the Year from last season, Arnoldas Kubuka, a Lithuanian sharpshooter, brings up the rear for Bamberg. Smiles all around for the fans. Players will shake hands, and then they will get into the final stages of their warm-up. As we see Manuel Mazzoni, Martins Kozlovskis, and Januse Kalic, 3 officials from today's game. So these 2 teams came out of Group C. An incredible situation, really, as with the winner of Telnet Giants Antwerp, we may have all 4 qualifiers from Group C. Moving forward, with 3 of them having the chance to make it into the final 4. Ike and Bamberg both came out of Group C. And as we see the Ike lineup, it is Dusan Sakata, Jonas Machulis, Malcolm Griffin, Howard Santarus, and Vince Hunter. The 5 for Ike, so there is no Jordan Theodore. Griffin will slide to the point guard position, plays off the ball. And since that introduction of Theodore to the team, it's allowed Griffin to really become a scorer for Coach Luca Banki. So the dynamic will change. Griffin needs to be more of a provider again now. And we look at this Brose team that came through Group C with 9 wins and 5 losses. They will be going with Rice, Zizis, Linde, Alexander, and Heckman. So a small lineup for Bamberg to start off with. Alexander will surely get the call to guard Vince Hunter. Young Alinde out there for head coach Federico Perego. Bamberg have won their last 4 consecutive home games in the Basketball Champions League. Included in that is the victory over Ike in game day 10, 77-73. But Ike have won 7 of their last 8 games away from home. The only defeat for them in that run was that game. It was a close one. And it was Dusan Sakata who had the big game for Ike. Perhaps that is why he's in the starting lineup. 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Sakata on that particular occasion. And Vince Hunter, 14.7 of 10 shooting to help him. There's no Jordan Theodore on that particular night for Ike in defeat. But for Bamberg, they had that combination of Rice and Zizis back together again. Harris, 17 minutes, 8 points, 4 rebounds on that occasion for his team. So, what a night we're in store for here. There is Coach Perego, the man in charge of Brose Baskets. What a job he has done since joining the team in mid-season. This is what it's all about. Basketball Champions League quarter-final action. First leg between these two teams. Defending champions AEK in their yellow uniforms. Making their way out onto the floor to face off against Brose Bamberg. Real veteran presence in both these teams. Guys like Machulis, Sakata, and national team members. And Nikos Zizis as well, a man who has been there and done it at almost every level internationally for his team. They will love this occasion as we are ready to get underway here in the Brose Arena in Bamberg. Freak City is ready, and it is AEK against Bamberg in the quarterfinals, first leg of the Champions League, up and underway. First possession controlled by Bamberg, man-to-man for AEK. And it is going to be St. Louis who gets that matchup against Tyrese Rice in the early stages, as immediately they try to attack against Vince Hunter. And Cliff Alexander gets Bamberg on the board early. Griffin at the point then. So he's going to have to try and be part of that facilitating role. So often has gone to Jordan Theodore in recent weeks. It's in the low post. Machulis dribbles it off his leg. And the crowd up, enjoying that one. Quick start for Bamberg. High for Alexander. 4 for him. And a strong start for the German team. That matchup is one we talked about. Alexander versus Hunter. It's Alexander that has the edge on it in the early stages. Machulis guarded by Rice. He will love that matchup in the low post, but comes up short this time. Heckman pushes in the opposite direction. Backdoor cut. He's turned over. Heckman just wasn't really looking for it. Look at this though. Screen and roll. Alexander's not going to miss that. Great awareness from Nikos Zizis. Gameday. Double team comes against Griffin. Now Hunter collects it high. This is where he's so good, Hunter, but good defense from Alexander. Coming the other way, Alexander looking to get it early down the post. Here he is, immediately at Hunter, another dunk. Alexander fired up. Bamberg ready to go. 6-0 start for Brose. Early timeout here, AEK. Not really looking like they're ready to play. Surprising from the Greeks at this stage in the competition. This arena, this atmosphere, they've come out very flat in this first minute and 47 seconds. Look at that, 3 for 3 for Bamberg.
We go flash side. Okay, hey, watch out how we enter. Marco, use the screen like this. We enter.
It's one of the two big dunks. Here's the other from Alexander. It is all about Bamberg in the early stages. Wondered about the loss of Harris for them. Hasn't bothered them so far here, 2 minutes in. Questions are for the Greek team, for the visitors then. We'll start with possession. So Roos has the ball. It's in the hands of Griffin. Griffin waiting for Sakata. Roos finds Hunter, and he is fouled by Zizis. Tough switch for him, down in the big man down on the block. Kabanchi looks on. Sakata draws the foul. So another against Heckman. Second against Bamberg. Sideline possession. So Roos available. He's going to come off the screen. Finds Hunter. A lot of room for him. And the bounce is clear for Hunter. So Zizis in no hurry, waits for Rice. An offensive foul against Alexander. They can't afford that, Bamberg. Rice had some space as well on the catch. Mike still searching for those first points, 2.5 minutes in. Theodore will come soon for Ike to try and isolate Machulis. We've got Rice guarding him. That's a very tough matchup indeed. Jonas Machulis likes to go into the low post. Henry brings it in. Here is Sakata, feet set. Bounce is clear though. Ike still searching. Bamberg the other way with Rice. Dancing with it, slides inside. Misses it, but Hunter, looking at all sorts at the moment, just tips it out of bounds. The end line possession for Bamberg. Nice. Turns it over. Good work from Hunter there to get it back. Read the play, switched out. So I said he looked out of sorts. Not on that possession. Griffin brings it down. Hunter now turns it over. Flustered Ike. And Zakis is the one telling him to calm down. Zizis now. That's a little bit of room. Tipped away, stays with Bamberg though. Discussion all around, see if it came off his leg. I don't think it did. Right call from the officials. Here is Rice. Getting into the lane, got a longer man on him in San Russo, does a good job getting back into position, gets the block. Again, Machulis in that low post. Haven't had success from it yet. And Rice takes it away. Here he comes, Tyrese Rice on a charge. But it turns over the no-look pass. Ike, surely an opportunity for them to get on the board. Hunter fails to convert. And now it's Bamberg's turn. Linde fakes it, can't power it through the contact. And whistles all around as neither team can get going offensively here. The three still doesn't go. Heckman the other direction. Now Zizis. This has been the hot hand early. Alexander backing in against Hunter. Doesn't get the drop. Like 4.5 minutes in, still scoreless. Sakata comes high. the runner from him. Not really his shot. Does well to get his offensive rebound. Turned over, Heckman. One-on-one, steps through, finishes it with the left. What a first quarter performance on the defensive end from Bamberg then. Looks like Theodore's going to come in, perhaps earlier than they wanted him. The offense, though, looking like it needs its playmaker out there. Majulis on the three, far side. Still doesn't go. Hunter gets a hand on the rebound, but Alexander cleans it up. In transition, Rice bounces clear. What an opportunity that was, a double-digit lead so early in this game. There is Griffin. So Hilo, Hunter squares up. Way off from Hunter. Rice has played big minutes at the start of the game, so often he comes off the bench. As Alexander comes to screen. The runner doesn't go, lid on the basket at both ends. Griffin now. Pulls it out. Gonna wait for the screen. Defense goes underneath. Griffin takes a three, misses everything. Both teams going to the bench. In some sort of spark here. Arantzakis and Theodore in for Ike. Rubit and Schmidt come in alongside Taylor for Bamberg, who try and keep up the energy here. It's worked so far, especially on the defensive end. Here's Taylor, back to Rice. Rice off the high screen. A lot of room, but quick hands from Hunter. And he's pushing in transition. Oh, it's a blocking foul. And against Heckman, I thought he did a pretty decent job of getting in position there. Hunter stayed down. Have a look at the recovery from Hunter. Great hands. He's off full speed. Big contact. Heckman's going to have to go out. Picked up two. So, there you go. Discussion. Sideline possession for Ike then. Is okay, he'll come set the screen for Theodore. Theodore again off the high screen. Now Hunter against the switch. Draws a lot of attention. Throws it up, this is everything. That should have kicked it as Schmidt has a lot of room. Rubit isolated. Let him go, Hunter, and he's going to draw the foul. Crowd wants a continuation for the basket, they're not going to get it. Oh. Vince Hunter has had a struggle at the start of this game. 0 for 4 from the field, 2 turnovers, and now a foul as well. Looks like Delroy James is coming in, and he replaces Hunter. Banky. Round of applause. 7 minutes without a score here for the defending champions. Rubit at James, he rejects it. Here comes the opportunity for Ike in transition. Zakis wanted it. Great work from Bamberg to get back. Oh, again, Rice guarding the low post. Rejected. Rubit, it was, and now he's going to get the ball as well. Melinda, this place will explode if that goes. It doesn't. Theodore into the lane, takes the contact. He can't get it to go. 0 for 12 from the field. Ike, as Rice is rejected again. Now they'll move the ball swiftly. Schmidt decides to slow it down though. And there's another rejection, but ball will stay with Bamberg. 5 on the clock. by James. Wing protector since he's come on. Matulis coming back in. Schmidt struggling to find an opening, eventually gets it to Rice. Rice just a couple of seconds on the clock, fires up the fadeaway. Here comes Larentzakis all the way, and finally AEK off the mark. Took 7 minutes and 53 seconds for them to do it. Larentzakis is the man who breaks the duck. Schmidt, a lot of room. His three doesn't go. Saint-Roos the other way. Cuban. Goes into the hands of Larentzakis. Larentzakis feeds James, but tried to bounce it. Yeah, James points to the sky. Wanted to pass over the top instead. Far side. The three is good. Salinde knocks it down. Now Saint-Roos tries to answer. He does. First triple of the night for AEK. Just their second basket. What a low-scoring first quarter this has been. Good deep. Saint-Roos as the double team comes from Matulis. They're going to turn it over. Swarming defense from AEK. Larentzakis thought about the three. Gets it over to Matulis. He drives in. Good pass to find James. But a foul is called before James has the opportunity to score. Smart play from Jonas Matulis. Pass it off. He'll be rewarded with 2 shots because of team fouls. AEK fans in fine voice, despite this rocky start for their team here in the first quarter. Matulis gets the roll. One of each now. One free throw, one 3-point field goal, one 2-point field goal for AEK. All they have to show for this first nearly 9.5 minutes. 2 for 2. Again, pressure from AEK. Skipped forward nicely. Bamberg to beat the pressure. Hickman was in his first action. 3-point shooter comes off the screen. Foul is called against Theodore. Banky doesn't like what his team's doing. Rubik guarded by James. They'll isolate him. Here comes double team from Larentzakis. Leaves Hickman open. That's dangerous. Hickman can't capitalise. And then he'll turn it over. Final 10 seconds. Theodore has it. 5 on the clock for him. He needs to go quickly. Theodore down to 3. Pulls the trigger on a 3. It's good. And what an incredible first quarter. Theodore knocks down his first points of the night. And it's incredible. After that, it is a 1-point game here. 11-10. AEK took them, nearly 7 minutes to score. They've scored only 10 points. They're 1 of 9 from 2-point range, and they're within 1. They started off so well for Bamberg, didn't it? 6 early points for them. 4, or all 6, sorry, for Cliff Alexander. Talks about his matchup with Vince Hunter how important it may be for the game. And, early stages, it was all about Alexander. 6 points, 2 rebounds for him. Then the lid that was on the basket for Ike appeared also on the Bamberg ring as well. And even though Hunter has gone 0 for 4 with 2 turnovers in that first quarter, his team somehow shooting just 3 of 15 from the field are within 1. Excellent atmosphere here in Freak City. Comes back out onto the floor. James made a difference when he came onto the floor, I felt. He's scoreless, Delroy James, but you know James and Naranzakis +7 on plus minus. Shows you the turnaround the team has had since they've been out there. He will remain on the floor. And a look inside for Maciulis, who loses it. And he is struggling. Jonas Maciulis in a lot of pain. Does not look good. Jonas Maciulis went down, immediately went to that left elbow. And he looks in a lot of discomfort there. Coach Luca Frankie must have been thinking the night had done its worst. See immediately, he fell on his arm. Maciulis, I think he had it bent the wrong way, right there. Yeah. A good one. Maciulis clearly in a great deal of pain. Not what you want to see in a game like this. Goes out, still suffering. Maciulis getting seen by the medical staff of both teams. Goes out, Sackett comes back in to replace him. As Bamberg have the ball, go inside to Rubit, being guarded by James. James, who's still small to stop that finish from Augustine Rubit though. Nice little low post play. As we get an early score in this one. Now Sakata turns and finishes. And hopefully we're going to see a bit more free scoring in this quarter. Both teams on the board early. Hickman. Now Schmidt to the inside. Rubit fouled instantly by James. Still holding that arm. Looks like he's off to the locker room. Menendez made one. Oh, and he gets the bounce on this one. Home court roll for the youngster. Bounces high. Nearly hits the top of the backboard, but drops to his second three. Sakata on the pick and pop. Can't respond. And now the other way, Hickman. has some numbers. Rubit wants it against James. Double team comes from Laranzakis. Eventually gets to Taylor. This three is too strong. And AEK first to it before there is a foul. So Lindy picks up his first foul. Sure what the delay in game in. Augustine Rubit's gone out. Alexander's come back in. See him on the floor there as Theodore draws the foul, continues and lays it up, but I think a foul will be given before against Daniel Schmidt. Yeah, there's a foul. Theodore seems to be okay. Was an injury concern before the game. Sakata slides into the low post. 5 on the clock. Good fake from Laranzakis as he had the step. Finds James. Too strong. And Alexander holds his ground firmly to tip the rebound. Hickman calls Alexander out for the screen. Hickman. Ravel. Dragged the pivot foot as he picked up the ball. Theodore, 0 to Sakata. Now Laranzakis trying to collect it high, he does. It's a little bit of a step, pass is loose, searching for James. 5 on the clock, James gonna have to do something with it on his own. Goes all the way, misses it, own rebound, misses again. And then the tip doesn't drop for Griffin. 4-point game here as Hickman glides all the way in for 2. Everyone looking around from AEK as if to say who's trying to stop him. First 2 for Ricky Hickman. Griffin kicks it out for Theodore. Feet set. He doesn't get the drop, but Sakata there. Picks it up after the tip from Alexander. And Dusan Sakata, who was the lead scorer the last time these two teams met, with 15 points for AEK, is having a strong start here as well. 4 points. Substitutions ready to come back for Bamberg. This is back out there for Bamberg. First 2 shots for Alexander. One is good. 7 points, 4 rebounds for him. Hunter went out. Haven't seen him come back. Vince Hunter. James has done well in his absence for AEK. Alexander right now is leading the charge between the bigs. It's the pair. Theodore into the lane. Strong on the runner, fight for the rebound. It's going to be a foul against Stuckey. So Norris Stuckey's just come into the game at that last free throw. He's called for his first foul. Sakata Stays with it. Great work from Dusan Sakata. He wants to foul as well. I mean, this is a man who's a true AEK legend. Everything for the club as they're going to slip into what looks like a 3-2 zone here. AEK. This off it. Oh, good feed to Hickman. He'll draw the contact. Can't finish. We'll go to the line. Great play from Zizis. Uses the screen, draws the defender out of position, and awareness from Hickman to cut that baseline as well. Makes the first. And a second is good as well. 6-point lead for Bamberg. It's not their largest lead of the game though. They had it at 9 at one stage in that first quarter. AEK definitely on the back foot in this first half so far. Sakata kicks it out. Larantzakis for 3. So as well as Sakata's played, Brose haven't been executing the scout, you know. Sakata, if he's putting on the floor, is going to his right hand. There's the run-up. Bounces clear for Hickman. Here comes Larantzakis. Going the other way. Oh, good crossover. Sakata, this is what he does. Knocks down the triple. Back-to-back threes for AEK. And it is that Greek national team combo of Dusan Sakata and Larantzakis have got them back in the game, tied at 22 here. Well, I said, for as well as they've done Bamberg, you know, that's two poor breakdowns against Dusan Sakata there. Number one, you got to know, he's putting it on the floor. He's getting to that right hand, which they failed to stop. And then number two, you cannot give him that room for a catch and shoot 3. Almost automatic for the big guy. Sakata, when he is out there and he's got his feet set, one of the best in the business. It's 33% on the season, but he has time and space. He'll knock him down.
Präsentiert vom Autohaus Leserschaft, das dieses Jahr das Navy World gewonnen hat. Und mit den Autobahnen Jaguar nicht nur in Bamberg an den Start geht. Company Cup, Deutschlands größtes Profi-Basketball-Turnier am 18. Mai.
Possession for Bamberg. Rubit. Oh, what a step back from him. That's the way to coming out of timeout. Rubit, shades of Dirk Nowitzki, a German legend. The one-footed fadeaway. So Hunter now back out onto the floor. See if he can get going. Still Vince Hunter searching for something to get going offensively. 0 of 5 for the man many consider the regular season MVP in the Basketball Champions League. Rubit again in the low post. Double team comes. Zizis on the runner. Soft touch from him. They tried to double and rotate, but quite quick enough. And Zizis punished them. Quick timeout in response for AEK.
take it closer. One more foul to give, and we allow the ball to enter like this. Okay? Hey, why we are so hurry, no? Go, let's play side to side. Hey, pay attention. He's open. No go. We go down.
Sure, but if you're late, okay? And then we go shoot the ball again. Go. Bamberg on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, die Dankeschön. Und das war die Zusammenhänge mit Sauberkeit für 150 Kämpfer im Alter von 8 bis 18 Jahren. 28. Juli bis 1. August. Ja, alles in dem Thema E-Street Basketball. Mit Infos zu unseren Nachwuchsprofis und Brose Bamberg und AEK.
Griffin, out of the timeout, we go into the hands of Sakata. He's had a great first half, 9 points for him. The runner, make it 11. Musan Sakata, the thorn in the side for Bamberg in this first half. Where would the Greek team be without him? 11 personal to bring his side within 2. Rubit had good inside position against him, but it's the step to the outside now to get the ball. Alexander gets it, can't finish over Hunter though. And now Theodore. Again, they're looking for Sakata. Larentzakis draws the foul on the switch against Rubit. Sideline possession. There's Theodore pulling up. Doesn't get the touch, and the rebound from Alexander. Oh, Zizis loses his man. Can't finish the play though. Knight coming the other way. Theodore finds Hunter. Has too much room for Hunter, but he misses with the left hand. Summed up the night for Vince Hunter so far. Looked like that was going to get him going there. Just opened up. Bounce is clear for him. So Reese comes back in. Hickman goes to the bench. Rice comes back to finish the half. So Hunter reverses it around. Larentzakis. Now Hunter. Draws 2, forcing it Hunter. He looks towards the official. He's not going to get bailed out there. Needs to get back on D. Someone's open. Stuckey takes it on his own, but can't finish. Hunter, first man, 2. Oh, what a little throw ahead for Theodore to find Larentzakis. How did Hunter throw that to Theodore? Well, said he should have got back on defense. He made up for it. Superb effort from Hunter, getting on the floor, and he has helped tie the game here. 26. 18 points for Larentzakis and Sakata combined in this first half. Production from those two. Rice feeds Alexander, and he's going to be fouled, +1. Hunter feels like he's not getting a rub of the calls. 2-point game. We approach the final 90 seconds of this first half. Laranzakis thought about it, throws high. Hunter good take. And finally, Vince Hunter, his first field goal of the half. He wants a foul on that one as well. 1 of 8 from the field, Hunter. Amazing that Ike still within touching distance without Hunter really doing anything in this first 20 minutes. No Machulasiva as Alexander collects, surrounded by bodies. Looked like he took an extra step. Can't finish, and Laranzakis draws the contact, and it's going to be 2 shots for him. Alexander picks up the foul as well. His second. Well, I mean, Ike have not been at their best here. They haven't played particularly well, tactically, either on the offensive or defensive end. But Dusan Sakata and Giannis Laranzakis have kind of kept them together, putting some points on the board. And incredibly, Ike now have a 1-point lead, their first lead of the game. This is as close as they've been, really, since the end of the first quarter. So Ike now 2 points ahead, under a minute left in this first half. Stuckey isolates, looking for Alexander. Sampouris is in. Double team comes. Alexander spins away, near steal. They get into the hands of Rice. Good work from Sampouris to get out to him as Stuckey's 3 doesn't go. And the rebound for Laranzakis. Oh, what a defensive stand that was from Ike. Swarming across the floor. So now they'll space. Sakata will screen. Theodore for 3. In and out. Rice will hold for the final shot. Try and tie it here, or perhaps even take the lead with a 3. We hit 10 seconds left. Rice crosses over, dances with the ball, can't find any room. Clock now to 3. Rice throws it up, but can't get it to go. Well, what an incredible first 20 minutes here. It has ended with a 2-point game. Brose Bamberg 28, Ike 30. Well, not pretty reading for either team from 2-point or 3-point range, really. Both teams searching for something offensively. There's the rebounding, edged in favour of Bamberg. But I think Ike have to go in the happier team right now. They're playing nowhere near their best. They've got nothing out of Vince Hunter. But still, they have this slender lead. Thanks to, in my mind, Dusan Sakata, 11 points and 5 rebounds. And then Laranzakis as well, 9 points for him. Great play from those two. Alexander leads the way for Bamberg. He's played his part, done an excellent job, not only on the offensive end with double-digit points, but also to try and slow down Vince Hunter, who has been held to just 1 field goal in that first 20 minutes. 1 of 8 shooting. So we'll watch some replays from that first half. Make sure you go nowhere. What a game we've got. Quarter-final action of the Basketball Champions League. Ike leading by 2 on the road against Bamberg. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time.
Spielstand
Jawohl. Coach, crazy first half, especially that first quarter. Still, you're in the lead. What did you tell your players?
Just to remain focused in the game, not to let anything affect our game tonight. Of course, everybody is very sorry for what happened to Machulis and the way we start the game. But we show that with the proper concentration and our consistency, we can stay in the game despite how good Bamberg is.
Vince Hunter is not a factor yet. How do you involve him? Do you want to involve him into this game?
It's no matter of one player, but of a system. We have to stay unit, play together, and let everybody enter in a game step by step. This is a game for team, not for individuals.
Thank you very much. Coach, crazy first half. That first quarter, they didn't score for 8 minutes, and your team had problems as well. How do you want to get the rhythm back now in the second half?
For sure, I believe that the team is approaching the game in the right way. We are just a little bit too in a rush in offense, especially at the beginning, and the ball didn't fall in. But I believe that this is the way we have to try to play this game.
Tyrese Rice didn't make any point yet. He's your top scorer. How much do you need him, or can the team handle it without him?
Of course, we need him. Of course, everybody knows what kind of player he is, so they try to stop him. But I believe we have enough player to score anyway.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Welcome back to Bamberg. Half-time here. A 2-point game. AEK on the road have the slender advantage, 30-28. In a low-scoring first half. Lid on the basket, really, in this one for the first quarter. At least it ended 11-10. And you've got to say, AEK haven't really played anywhere near their best. Vince Hunter yet to get going for them, so I think they will be delighted to be leading at this stage. And another night, they may well be facing a big lead or a big deficit for the opposition. But for Bamberg, they're going to need to get going here. Tyrese Rice, 0 of 7, scoreless in that first half. a rare start for Rice. Often he comes off the bench. I don't know if that's changed the rhythm for him, but scoreless with just 2 assists for him. And really, Cliff Alexander, the main threat offensively. We said before the game, Alexander's matchup against Vince Hunter may well go a long way to deciding this one. Alexander dominated that matchup in the first 10 minutes, but the first 20 minutes, but it hasn't mattered too much to the scoreboard. Hunter eventually got going, his first field goal of the game in the last couple of minutes. AEK out there with their 5, nice and early. They'll be joined by 5 from Bamberg. So it's Hunter, Sakata, Saint-Rus, Laren Zakis for AEK. For Bamberg, they have Alexander Heckman and Gameday, Rice and Zizis. See if they try and get Tyrese Rice going. They'll throw it up. Instead, they used Rice as the decoy to set the screen. And the pass was off and a turnover, first possession. So good idea, not really sure. It's the execution they wanted as Theodore. There's a 5th man out there for AEK. Didn't start the game, Theodore, was a question mark. Doesn't seem to be, as influential as he usually is, just 1 of 6 from the field. But just his presence as Hunter absolutely loses his man on the low post and gets the score. Oh, worrying signs for Bamberg, that the ease at which Vince Hunter got free that time. Zizis off the screen. Gameday, his pass to the inside. Alexander's jump hook, no good. Theodore controlling. Gives it over to Sakata. Now Theodore. Saint-Rus has it on the inside, slides in. Oh, no goaltend. They come the other way. And a foul is called against Theodore. I go ask him why it wasn't a goaltend. The ball clearly hit the backboard. If you watch this, Saint-Rus lays it up, hits the backboard. I mean, well, I think the officials missed that one. I think that's a foul. As Theodore just tries to run in front of him. Banky in discussion. This is over there. So, after all the discussions, we're at the line. Bamberg for 2. First bounce is clear. Second misses as well. Saint-Rus off the screen from Hunter. Now he'll pull the trigger, and AEK looking a bit more comfortable offensively than we saw in that first half. They open up a 6-point lead here. Where are Bamberg going to go? Heckman. Foul will be called against Laranzakis. Zizis using that high screen, he'll take a 3. Short. Bounces off Theodore, so stays with Bamberg. Shot clock's reset to 14. Zizis, 2 points for him. Rice loses his man. Rotation, comes over, stops him getting a clean look. He turns provider though. Three knocked down by Heckman. Same play as Hunter goes upstairs and gets the finish. Hunter come out a different man in the second half. Great feed from St. Russe. It was back the same play back to back. First time St. Russe, was left open, knocked down the jump shot, and then defense went to him, left Hunter open as Rice steps up and makes his first field goal. Well, the offense is all coming to life here. First Hunter, and then Rice, two guys we expected big things from. Now starting to get going. Rice, 1 of 8 from the field. Here's Theodore. Stops, fires it. Way short from him though. There's Izis. Calling for it the other way. Changes his mind now. Gets into the lane. Alinde. Too strong. Theodore first man to it. Looking around, throws up high. St. Russe can't finish the lob. Numbers for Bamberg here. Rice slides in. Another field goal for him. Oh, there was an opportunity for AEK, wasn't it? Good look really for St. Russe. Expected him to finish, he missed. Rice punishes him the other way. And now Tyrese Rice missed the fourth quarter. Well, maybe missed the third quarter at this rate. Starting to get going. Oh, Hunter on the offensive glass, lays it up after the miss from Larentzakis. And this is what we expected. The key players stepping up. Heckman's three doesn't go. Theodore wants Hunter to screen. Hunter has the switch on the low block, but he'll wait. And a foul against Zizis, trying to guard Sakata. Three, in and out. It's a three from Zizis, in and out. What an up and down game this is as Theodore pushes all the way. Gets the roll, or was it St. Russe with the final touch? Either way, 2 points for AEK. The tempo just lifted here in the second half as Rice dances in the lane. Will stay with Bamberg. Oh, after such a slow tempo through that first 20 minutes, no one looked like they can score now. It's like a track meet. There you see Theodore full speed. St. Russe, I think, finishes it off. Hickman, some fresh legs into the game. Bullies his man out of the way and it's turned over. Here comes Larentzakis. Oh, good pass. Hunter with the finish. No whistle. Larentzakis with the feed. How good has he been today? Larentzakis, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Rice using that high screen defense, has to switch out. That's the versatility of Hunter. Leaves Alexander open. He is fouled. Just 3 on the clock. A 6-point lead for AEK. The Americans from AEK, guys like Hunter, Theodore, Griffin, have had a lot of the plaudits during this season. But here tonight, for me, that Greek core that AEK has, Larentzakis and Sakata especially, really have been the difference in this game. Sakata, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Larentzakis, 9, 5, and 2, as I just said. way to go in this one. 14 minutes left here tonight. Another 40 minutes in Athens next week as well, don't forget. It's Rice trying to find some room. So Roos has done such a good job on him. They'll all jump out. Do not let Tyrese Rice get going. Kick means the shot clock reset to 14. Nice. Finds Heckman. He'll put it on the floor. Glides in, rejected by Hunter. Great rotation, and here comes Ike in transition again. Sakata pops to the corner. Oh, little jab step, but Sakata doesn't quite get. There's the quick response for Alexander. Zakas took a shot to the face. Good sportsmanship there between the two players. And look at that, blink of an eye. Great feed from Rice. Alexander in celebration throws the elbow into the face of Larentakis. A big score from him. That's the bonus as well. Alexander, a strong game tonight. Three-point game. Offensive foul against Hunter. Check. That's number 3. Hunter. Or is it number 4? No, number 3 on him. Yeah, good work from the official. You can see Hunter braced himself for it, but dropped that shoulder. Well, it's his 4th, sorry. Because he's just gone back to back. And the foul on Alexander on the previous possession and picked up his 4th there. What a massive call that is. I think he was on his way out. James played well in that first 20 minutes, but Alexander's got some momentum now. Quick move from him on the low block, and it is a 1-point game. Cernus finds Larentakis. He's feeling it. Wow, Larentakis moves to 12. Remember, Jonas Machulis went out in that first half, and Larentakis has played a lot more minutes because of that. Hickman responds the other way. Nothing but string for Ricky Hickman. $15 apiece in this third quarter. Senrus goes to Sakata, turns, finishes it off. Defense went to steal, missed it. That was all the opportunity that Ike needed. Hickman now using the screen, pulls up, knocks it down. Trading baskets here, Ricky Hickman makes his 2nd in a row. Roos waits for James. Screens again. James will take the 3. Not sure that's the shot they were really looking for, Ike. Hickman going the other way. Made 2 in a row, remember, Ricky Hickman. Forced the foul on the floor. Team fouls against Ike, though, so it'll be 2 shots. Anki looks like he's getting into it. Doesn't go for Hickman. gets the drop. So tied at 47. Last couple of minutes of the third quarter. Sakata, low block. Kick out to Larentzakis. Taylor all over him. Foul is called. The second team foul against Bamberg. Griffin. Tough runner. Doesn't go, fight for the rebound. James tips it out. And fresh 14, Larentzakis. He doesn't get it, James. And eventually, Rubit gives it to Taylor, who just looks after it. And now, Rubit, far side against James. Double team coming. Spins away and scores. It is the Bamberg front line that's starting to exert their influence here. Sakata now low post against Hickman. Serus open for three, makes it. He made one earlier in this second half. Serus now 8 points. AEK have the lead again inside the final minute of the third quarter. Hickman doesn't get the roll, and he's tipped out by Augustine Rubit to give the ball back to AEK. Smart possession for Bamberg. May have gone 2 for 1 unless AEK do similar. Cyrus has it. Doesn't look in any hurry. Foul. Hickman disgusted with the call. Third on him then. It's a fantastic band of AEK travelling supporters. Sakata, low post. Turns. Can't get the tip, stays with the rebound. Got a good hand on it, but eventually Rubit is the winner. Last 15 seconds of the third quarter. Bamberg with possession. Hickman has had a strong third. 10 points on the game now. Stops, fires over Larentzakis. Doesn't get it to go. One final chance, Larentzakis. Good if it goes. Just a fraction too strong though. There is the confirmation. AEK maintain the slender lead. It's been cut to 150, plays 49. Percentages pushing up, the highest scoring quarter of the game there, 21-20 in favour of Bamberg it was. The foul trouble is the one big talking point though. Hunter really looked like he'd started to find his offensive game. He moved quickly to 10, 5 of 12 he is now from the field. He was 0 of 7 to begin with. But he went to the bench with 4 personal. Expect to see him stay there for at least another couple of minutes. And he is a big part of this AEK offense, that's for sure. Although they did do a good job in the first half where he was scoreless until very late on. Maintaining touching distance. So they'll have to do more of that. Odds stacked against AEK, but just found a way to keep themselves in this one. For Bamberg, we know they have Mr. Fourth Quarter to come in for them should they need him. Theodore starts us off in the fourth and final period here tonight then. He's out there with Sakata, St. Louis, James and Griffin. Sakata has it, low block. Didn't get back to that right hand. Here is Griffin. Cut off well by Hickman. 5 on the clock now. They'll clear out for him. He'll take the long jump shot. Doesn't go. And good defensive stand from Bamberg. Their 5 is Taylor, Zizis, Heckman, Rubit and Hickman. Here is Heckman to Hickman. One way than the other. Hickman into the lane. Finds a little bit of space, but it's closed up quickly by Delroy James. Third block of the night for him, but Hickman nearly gets it back for his team. Zizis on the floor. They couldn't save it. Oh, good feed, easy finish. James on the middle pick and roll. That's a 3-point game again. First points of the night for James. It's had a strong impact on the game though. Forget points. It's the jumper. Doesn't go for Zizis. Foul against Sakata on the rebound. We'll bring it in. Off the screen. Attacks against James, and this time he gets a good finish. James has done an excellent job defensively, filling up that lane. Couldn't on that occasion, though. Theodore. There's some room. His pass kicked by Arubit, so the shot clock goes back to 14. Arubit and Taylor in discussion about the way they're going to play that ball screen. It's Griffin waiting for Sakata. Gets it to him. And now James getting to his left. Can't finish though. That's where they'd love Hunter in those scenarios. Quick pass, Heckman for 3. Gives Bamberg the lead once again. Lanky, not a happy man, is going to burn a timeout here. Does not want to leave Patrick Heckman that much room in transition. Feet set, good 3-point shooter. And it is a lead again for Bamberg. There's James. The response from Zizis. Trading baskets before this 3 from Patrick Heckman. And it's given Bamberg the 2-point lead, 54-52. Forced a timeout for Ike. How will they respond coming out? That's the question. Still Hunter remains on the bench. Too early to bring him back. With those 4 fouls, and Bamberg going to get a slide into a zone here. Oh, too open, Sakata. Right down the middle, not sure what happened to the defense there. He tried to change it up and they were burnt. So we tie the game at 54 now. Rubit on the jump shot is good. Efficient but quiet game for Augustine Rubit. 8 points personal, 4 of 5 shooting. Offensive foul. Griffin, I'm sure he likes that call. Right in front of the official. Picks up the second against Griffin. Hickman trying to find some room. Rubit now finishes over the top of James. Great score from Augustine Rubit. Said he's been efficient but quiet. Now he'll hit double digits. 4-point lead for Bamberg. This is their largest lead in a while. Theodore has the step, keeps going. End-line possession though. Third foul on Rubit. Here's Griffin. Sakata. So Ruiz has a little bit of step in the lane, hangs and finishes. Good run up from the Cuban. So that little glimmer of space, and when he got into the lane, that's where his size, length, athleticism really helps. Zizis has some room for three. They left him open, couldn't punish him. Rubit fired up here, just extra pass. Taylor is good. Is it a 2 or a 3? Looks like it's going to be a 3. Didn't know if his foot touched the line there. First points of the night for Taylor. Response is good from Theodore. There's a 2. What a fourth quarter this is going to be here. Hunter will probably come back any minute now for Ike, try and see them home. Hickman off the screen. And he is fouled. They're worried about the threat of Rubit, so they're going to let the guards from Bamberg try and shoot it. Hickman on that occasion tried to turn the corner as Griffin did a pretty good job running him off the line, getting back into the play, but he fouled him in the act of shooting. His third. Rubit will go out. Alexander surely is the man to come back. There he is. 15.6 rebounds for Alexander. And that may well delay the reintroduction of Vince Hunter for Ike. Hickman did a good job in his second half. 11 points now for him. Second is good. Well, this is the time we've seen Mr. Fourth Quarter, Tyrese Rice, take over a game before. 5.5 minutes left. 5-point lead for his team. Will it be Tyrese Rice time once again? Theodore pulls it out, guarded by Alexander on the switch. Theodore into the lane, draws contact, no whistle. Good defense from Alexander. And foul is going to be called against Griffin. You can see the thoughts of Coach Banky. Griffin picks up his fourth. Aaron Zakis is going to come back in. Where is Zizis? Turns the corner, goes all the way! Oh, rolls out though for Zizis. And a foul's going to be against Alexander on the push on the rebound. Well, you can see Zizis praying to the gods. How did he miss this one? Just opened up for him. Defense got lost on the screen, and now it is Vincent Hunter time. He's going to come in, 4:53 left, playing with 4 fouls. Alexander's got 3 himself now. Look for Ike to go to Hunter immediately here, try and maximise him while he is out there. Hunter screens for Theodore and rolls. There he is, Hunter loses it on the way up. No ball, Hunter disgusted. Good hands from Alexander. Zizis controlling play. Again, got a little bit of a step, throws it up. St. Roos takes it away from Alexander. Chance to run for Ike. Aranzakis not happy. I'd like to see that one again. I think there was a touch. So Bamberg will have the ball. 5-point game. Still a long time to go. Zizis to Rubin. And now Alexander on the dunk. And a turnover, Rice glides in. Oh, what a couple of minutes for Bamberg. Easy score from Rice out of nothing. That makes it a 9-point game here. Timeout called by Ike. They need to regroup, they've got time. Have to keep their heads though.
Every possession counts. Break up to them. We are in 55. Hey guys, this offense is a left up. Okay, left up. Keep the ball. Keep for him. Okay, let's go.
You here, and Taylor here. Go up, stand on the second line. Attack the pick and roll. Keep still. They're gonna finish. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. Come on.
There's the quick hands from Rice. Stepping up and making those plays. Just after the finish on the dunk from Cliff Alexander. 67-58 here. Theodore has some room. Switch onto him again. 3. This is everything from Theodore. Hickman back into the game alongside Clarice Rice here. Go to Rubit, isolated low block. Travel against Rubit. Defense from Sakata. Theodore over to Sakata. Look to go back to Theodore here. Is it high? Switch against Hunter, guarded by Rice. Hunter spins, foul, and we've rewarded with 2 shots. Therese Rice is so clever at just avoiding that contact the Bigs are searching for. First foul on Rice. Hunter at the line. 60% on the season, Vince Hunter. Makes the first trip tonight. Two for two, makes it a 7-point game. Just under 3 left now. Throws it up, and the big finish, Alexander! Well, it looked like it was a near turnover. Alexander skied high, just took it off the hand of the defender. 19 for him on the night, what a performance. We asked who was going to win that big man battle. Alexander might have shaded it here. Laranzakis kicks it, Theodore for 3. Looked like he was fouled, makes the 3. Theodore took the contact. His first 3 of the night. 6-point game. Hickman throws it out. Rice for 3. A lot of room. Short, but it's Alexander there again. Rejected. Shot clock to 13. Rice in and out. And then Laranzakis somehow comes away with it. Took it off the hand of Hickman. Thought about the 3, Laranzakis, so doesn't need to be in a hurry here. Theodore now, trying to find that room, nearly taken away by Rice, shot clock to 5. Theodore taking the contact, flips it up, bounces out, but will get the 2. 1 second on the clock. Second foul on Rice. Thinking that the score didn't seem right. It's a 6-point game. 69 plays 63. Not too quick to put in the score from Alexander that didn't go. First from Theodore. Makes it a 5-point game. 25 seconds left. That one is good as well for Theodore. And as we expected, not a lot to separate these two teams. Alexander's going to go out. He's 8 of 13 from the field, 7 rebounds, 19 points. But he'll go to the bench. Augustine Rubik comes in. Zizis as well. So, Nikos Zizis. Guarded closely by Laranzakis. Rubik screens again. Hunter recovers. Rubik off the drive. Lays it up with the left hand. That might be enough to win the game here tonight. But do not forget, points difference is all that matters as well. Theodore inside. Can't finish. Ike needs to sit down on the defensive end. Zizis controlling play once more. Turns the corner, pass is deflected. Laranzakis picks it up. Pushes ahead to Sakata. Now Hunter takes the hit, can't finish. So Rice will pull it out. 10 seconds on the clock. Guarded by Laranzakis, no fouls to give for Ike. Rubik guarded by Theodore. Attacks the mismatch. Theodore takes it away. Theodore looking to push. Plenty of time as he glides in. Scores. And a timeout coming. 5 seconds remain. Ike with the score, make it a 4-point game. Bamberg will have the chance to get one final basket here. The steal and finish from Theodore makes it 71-67. Alexander leading the way for Bamberg. They will have 6.8, I think it is, remaining. Get one final shot, one final good look.
You on the weak side. Jordan. Here. H.
It's the play from Theodore to take it away from Rubit. Lays it up on the other end. And that is what has set up this final possession here. Bamberg trying to get 2 more points. They've already won the game, but the points difference is what matters. Taking that forward to Athens next week. 71-67, 5.3 left. Zizis, the trigger man, brings it in. Rice is available. Now he'll take the quick 3. Rice doesn't get it. Hunter grabs it in. And Ike will take a 4-point defeat back to Greece and Athens. This one finally balanced going to the second leg as Bamberg take the game here tonight, 71-67. Players will shake hands. What an entertaining first half of this tie it has been. 4 points will separate the 2 teams as they head to Athens. Ike feel frustrated with some of the calls they got, especially in that second half. They did well, really, fighting that foul trouble for Vince Hunter, fighting a disappointing first half to only lose by 4 for Brose. They started to get going in that second half, but Tyrese Rice just 3 of 12 from the field, didn't have his best game. They were led by some strong inside performances from Augustine Urubit and Cliff Alexander, though. That man there led the way, 19 points and 7 rebounds for his team in the winning effort. Bamberg will be happy. A win is a win to take to the second leg, though. So they would have loved some more points, I'm sure, but most important thing for them, protect that home floor, get the victory. And did it with some decent shooting from 2-point range, some domination on the glass. We talked about the inside battle before. I think the edge went to Bamberg tonight. Alexander and Rubit for sure, even without Harris on the lineup. See if he will come back next week for the German team. So the leaders, Alexander led points and rebounds for Bamberg, Sakata for Ike. And haven't really talked again about that performance from Dusan Sakata and Larantzakis in the losing effort. 2 Greek internationals really did step up for their team. Theodore coming back from injury, 14, Hickman 12, and the second leading scorer for either team. There's some smiles from the Bamberg fans. The last time they will see their team here at home in Basketball Champions League action this season. And so they will head to Athens next week with a 4-point lead into the second leg. And they will be, as they are, 1 step closer along the road to the Final Four. Well, it's been an entertaining game. It is Brose Bamberg that will take the 71-67 advantage into the game next week. As I will say, good night, leaving you with some of these highlights from our game here.
Ricky Hickman, congratulations to that victory. What do you think about the game? Are you satisfied with the result, with the performance?
Yeah, you know, we knew it was going to be a tough game because they play very physical on defense. You know, we had a couple I think we missed a lot of open threes, but for the most part, I was proud of the way